Welcome to a hump day edition of the REKAP Lunch Hour here in the REKAP studios. It's Guff. What's going on, everybody? Ryan McGuffey with you, and it's all brought to you by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Hooters. That's the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Hooters. I'm thinking of doing the Chevy read here. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the Chicagoland's 11 locations. Let's get this thing going. Come on. It's the lunch hour here. We do it every day, Monday through Friday at 12:30. I can see the chats are pumping. The Bulls have finally got out in front of things. They traded Nikola Vucevic to Boston, Kevin Huerter to Detroit. A lot of smoke about Coby White being next man up. Joe Colley and I did a Bulls recap podcast emergency yesterday. That's on the channel in case you haven't seen or heard it. And I heard Casey Johnson this morning on the radio. Look, they're prepared for anything and everything. The Bulls aren't done. We are almost 24 hours from the deadline. I look forward to seeing what's happening with the Bulls' plan from here. But at least we have some kind of direction from the front office that they're not going to sit on their hands and keep expiring deals. And then there's this. And I know there's going to be a lot of people, Cap at one point, they're not moving to Indiana. Oh, yeah? This thing's heating up. We heard Sylvie yesterday talk about if there's not some kind of resolution with the state of Illinois by end of February, early March, the Bears are gone. And it's not just one site. They have multiple sites. The state of Indiana has hit the fast forward button on this project. So now Arlington Heights has a meeting a week from today. They don't want to lose to Indiana, et cetera, et cetera. All right, this chat is full. So let's get to it. I don't know what's going on with the numbers here. We have some issues. It looks like we have some issues. There we go. YouTube was a late ad. Now we got some numbers coming in. Brett starts us off. Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to come to Chicago to play with Josh Giddey. That'll be a good fit for him. He's a superstar. He had a championship with the Bucks. I don't see it happening. I'd be surprised. And it would be kind of against everything they've done so far. Phil, looks like AK and Eversey really want to keep their jobs. Don't think they're done yet. More work to do to become a legitimate threat in the East. They're not even close to being a threat. And you heard Joe yesterday say that the scholarship is over for AK, that there's some smoke in the front office, that he's actually feeling some heat. The wild card will be Giannis. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Still more moves happening. We know Harden was sent to Cleveland for Darius Garland. They play each other tonight in LA. As for the White Sox, they need to put Guff's pictures in and take out Kenny Williams. Guff's more of a brother than Kenny will ever be. Guff, Cap, and Katie will always be at the cookout. Appreciate you, Phil. That's quite a compliment, by the way. While Guff deals with the White Sox business, Kenny needs to remain out of White Sox business. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, okay. We don't need him anywhere near here. I guess the Bulls decided they want to be relevant and competitive. They better do something because with Tatum and Halliburton back next year, the Eastern Conference will definitely be tough. Eric says, Guff, at least the Bulls are finally waking up and becoming a team that's hopefully trying to become a playoff caliber team in the near future. This month, Guff, is a lot of NCAA basketball trying to see where teams go in March Madness and also seeding. Phil, how about Bill Walsh as an all-time top 3 coach and Dirk will never be on his level? Dicka, I got you. I'll be a Clyde for you. Can't believe the Bulls, this guy may actually be doing what they should have been doing years ago. Let's hope that they keep going for more draft capital. Keep it going, AK. How about that? We're actually rooting for an AK. Kyle, last game for the Hawks until the Olympic break. Let's hope they can get a win in Columbus. Go Blackhawks. Can't believe the Bulls are becoming relevant these days. Hopefully they make some more moves before tomorrow's deadline. Big month for the Illini, so they can keep their winning streak going. Illinois Northwestern tonight, the rematch. Keep on riding this momentum, Illinois, and show the Cats who owns this rivalry, ILLINI. Looking forward to the members-only Q&A later. Thanks, Guff and Katie. Should be great. Take that. 2 p.m. It'll be Katie, myself. Members-only chat. You know who you are. If you're a member, or if you want to be part of the Q&A and you're not yet a member, yesterday we had 2 new members happen right here on the program, and we're looking forward to possibly you being that person too. Let's get a new member today so they can join the Q&A. There you go, Thomas. Nice job being the Clyde. I already got him. Remind us of the game the Bears should have won if it wasn't for the rain. Oh, yeah. Well. Oh, my bad. I missed that. Today's the 19th anniversary of the Devin Hester kick return, and the Bears lost to the Colts. 19 years already. Damn. Damn. What's up, Justin? New member. How does the Q&A event work? Do I talk to you here or Zoom? It's on the YouTube page, Justin. If you go to the YouTube page, you should see it coming up, members. There's a Q&A link created. It should be on the YouTube page. It's members only. You're a member. You'll get in. Sorry we all can't ride the team. Hot teams like you, Phil. Google bandwagon fan and think of a picture that comes up. Love you, Phil. That's great. Rick. Bulls unsnooze just in time, but no matter what they do by Thursday, they won't be relevant this year. Rick couldn't agree more. Too little, too late, but that's typical of the current front office. Justin, you just click on the members only video, ask questions like we're posting in here. It's a really great perk for being a member. We got the Wiener Circle following us on Instagram. Here we go. Feels like some crossover content there, Katie. Katie's in house, ready for her big Q&A today. She's nervous because it's an Ask Us Anything. Better be you guys. I'm there to protect, so you better be smart. T-minus 16 days till the Cubs and Sox face off in Arizona for spring training. Baseball's back like it never left. 16 days. Think about that. That was quick. Still seeing Nico and Shaw floated as prospective trade subjects with the Red Sox. Truthfully, I'm not confident this trade moves with those two are out of the picture until the season starts. What percentage do you give the Bears re-signing Kevin Byard? I say it's about 60 to 70. Can't lose your leader of the D-backs. Let's get it done polls. I think that's fair. I watched whatever that was last night, the Pro Bowl. Holy crap. I don't know, man. I mean, KB and Nashawn Wright both had picks in the game, which was awesome. KB got screwed out of out of an interception return. Flag football. Tough watch on TV. Becky says, Seiya Suzuki's ranked as a top 10 right fielder. Where? I don't believe that. Thomas says, Bears should definitely re-sign him because of the pick six last night. The officiating in that game, I'm not lying. If you watched the game, early on, the officiating was like a thing in a flag football game. Cold here, but it's cold here, but a warm-up after today. 60s and 70s in Tulsa. Come on, Becky, you're flexing on us now. Steve says, here's a question for all Cub fans. Would you rather have Scooble or Skeens in a trade? Skeens, younger, 100%. 100%, but it doesn't matter. Neither are going anywhere right now, but both will be available. Landon says Skeens will be a Dodger in 2027. Also says Bulls trade for Giannis, brother-in-law, and John Jay. Okay, that's funny. I dig at the White Sox of the past. Let's go down a little bit. Rick says, I think Hoyer is done with the big deals. I think Zach Gallen would still be a big deal. Steve says, how I miss Theo running the Cubs. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, but he had some misses. My guy Lip, what's up, Guff? Hope you have a good day so far. You too. What events are we looking at betting in the Olympics? One of my favorites is curling. I'm going to lean on you, Lip, on this one. I'm not going to lie to you. There's some things you just need to throw your hands up and say it's a blind spot. The Olympics are definitely one of them. Becky, do a little YouTube there. The object of curling. It's hurling. Or curling, I'm sorry. There's also a hurling. It's an Irish sport. You get the broom guys? Be careful. Yeah. Bear Stadium should be called Caps Attitude. It could be in Indiana, folks. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Sichuan, happy hump day to you. Recap members only lunch in Chinatown once the weather heats up. Just one red line stop away from Sox Park. We go to Chinatown multiple times a year, the McGuffey family. My wife is a Chinese teacher. So how about that? How about that? A little peek behind the curtain. So going to Chinatown with her is awesome because she does all the ordering and I do all the eating. It's great. Kyle, curling is a national sport of Canada, not hockey, eh? Lip says curling's like bocce ball on ice. Supreme Productions, let's effing go. Bulls finally unloaded Vooch, hoping Coby and or Io is next. Much love to those guys and wish them well, but I'm sick of the mediocrity. Embrace the tank. I hope the Bulls lose out. I think a lot of people are in that camp. I think Coby's definitely got to go. I'll be curious to see if the Bulls try to build with Io. I'll be curious to see. Bulls got to go full video game franchise mode. Get rid of everyone except Matas. Giddey staying too. Giddey staying. Brett really wants Giannis. Excuse me. It's not happening. I don't think it's happening. Jess, whoa, Becky. Nutting spent a lot this offseason. I would be surprised if they got Valdez. Framber's got to go somewhere. Lip really must have changed, as I know it with curling a while back. Not surprised, though, with the growing popularity of lacrosse. That's crazy. It is lacrosse. Dustin. Gotta love minor league signings that could make a difference. Cubs had Vince Velasquez and Owen Miller as depth pieces. Miller played for Craig in Milwaukee and could earn bench spots. Guff, what time's today's Q&A? That'd be 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. Bullshit trade everyone who cares. What happened to that French guy they drafted? Does he play? Asking because I don't follow. No. He's pretty much been shut down for the year. Stinking project. Can't even play in the G League. Oh, Starship Troopers. Such a great movie. You know what to do with Roughnecks? Come on, you apes. You want to live forever? Excuse me. I got the cap cough. Oh, my God. Oh, you guys are killing me, literally. Just Bears are going to Indy. Illinois legislator moves too slow for Kevin Warren. Too slow? God darn. They've been shovels in the ground in 25. Remember when that was said? As long as the Bears win, don't care if they're in Indiana or Illinois. As the late Al Davis said, just win, baby. I don't know if everybody feels the same way. I say it's happening because he's a good player and Hall of Famer. He plays hard. Talking about Giannis, says Brett. He's a good role model for the Bulls. Take that. What's going on, Clyde? Clyde would be happy. Clyde would be happy because he's in Northwest Indiana. Carlos Santana, no longer a Cub. He's going to the D-backs. How about Ellie? A 3-month member, my friend, getting a little shout out here. 3 months. Can they get a first-round pick for Coby or Io? No. I do not think they can. Expiring contracts. There's nobody handing out first-round picks in a draft like this. If the Bears do leave to Indiana, I'm not happy about it, says Pablo, but I'm also so happy of where our team is headed that I just don't care about anything right now besides W's. Where do you want them? You know, is it weird to say I really don't care? If they go to Indiana, it's a political disaster. It's not a fan disaster. It really isn't. Because if they go to Arlington Heights and you live in Orland Park, that's not convenient. So, but I think Soldier Field sucks. I really do. I think it's a terrible fan experience. I think it's tough to get to. It's not a good. The bathrooms are a disaster. Everything about it stinks. See what happens. Ellie's been here, Pablo. It's been the 3-month warning. The Gary, Indiana Bears. I don't know if they're going to be in Gary. I think it'd be somewhere else. Who cares about the NBA or NCAA right now? College baseball starts this weekend. Let's go. I know Lip Ripper's feeling it. I'm here, so I'm so glad the Bulls are actually doing something for once, says not Josh, and it looks like they may not be done. Pablo, by the way, keep me honest. If Coby gets traded during the program, should bring up the old Twitter machine. Glad my cough is under control now. My God. Join the Recap fam. That's how you do it. You want to join us at the members-only Q&A today? That's how you do it. If you're a member already, all you have to do is show up. And then, of course, Hooters. They are having Super Bowl carryouts. If you want to put your orders in for the best Super Bowl wings that you could possibly have, You want to be the hit of the party? Put your pre-orders in right now and pick them up before 3 o'clock on Super Bowl Sunday. You get a 20% coupon for your next visit. How about that? Big trade here in the NBA. In just a few seconds, I'll get to it. Hooters, the best place to get wings for the Super Bowl game. For the Super Bowl, they're also doing a promotion where you can give back to schools. And of course, that's the drink of the month. We got drinks of the month back. I'll bring that up. It's the Tito's lemonade, I believe. But it's all about trying to get your orders in for the Super Bowl right now at Hooters, the best place for wings, cold beer, the iconic Hooters girls, originalhooters.com. Go to one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you, order.hooters.com. That's where you want to go to put your order in. Get it in early. You can pre-order your wings. Pick them up by 3 p.m. Sunday. You get a coupon for 20% on your next visit. Here's a big trade that just happened. The Dallas Mavericks are trading 10-time NBA All-Star Anthony Davis, who's out for months, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley III, 2 first-round picks and 3 second-rounders. Holy crap. Wow. What are the Wizards doing right now? So, in a calendar year, Anthony Davis has gone from the Lakers to the Mavericks, now to the Washington Wizards. How about that? You just got to feel like more stuff's coming now. These trades are nuts in the NBA. You got to love it. Hooters, proud partner of the Recap and the Recap Lunch Hour. Back to the chat because there's so many. Who's playing center for the Bulls? Right now, they really don't have one. They really don't have one. Douglas says, Io's just coming on. Don't trade him. He's an Illini and a Bull. I don't think that matters anymore. Clyde wants Chris Getz to get involved with Frank Thomas situation. It's not his job to do that. He's the GM of the team. That should be ownership. I told you Lip Ripper loves college baseball. What up, Primo? What's good, Rudy? No X. I mean, do people still think Giannis is a possibility after that joke he got a front row seat to yesterday? 8 to 10% is what our guy Joe Colley believes. 8 to 10%. Katie's algorithm is going strong, says Jess, getting the follow from the Wiener Circle. Pablo, start, bench, cut. Best place to watch the game this Sunday. Start, Hooters O'Hare. Bench, your favorite dive bar. Cut, Guff's house. Wow! Pablo, I thought we were boys, dude. I would start Guff's house. Bench, Hooters. Cut, favorite dive bar. I love dive bar. So does Katie. But not for a Super Bowl. Not for a Super Bowl. No X, this feels screwed. May as well get a higher lottery odds and go into the offseason. Doug says trading Nico would be so Jed Hoyer. Do not do that. As what Jed said on the podcast, he's not trading Nico. Kurt, I can't be the only one who's thinking this. How does AK and Mark Eversley manage to mess this up? Their subpar track record says it's going to happen. Their subpar track record said they wouldn't be trading guys, though, either. I don't know. Let's wait and see 24 hours from now. Doug says Theo's a great builder, not a sustainer. You could argue that. Can't be mad with how Jed and Tom, as of right now, have they been complacent? Sure, but this offseason, I'm sure, I'm glad they didn't want to just stay complacent. They haven't been complacent this offseason. I think that's what you're trying to say. Clyde thinks the Cubs should go get Framber or Zach Gallen. Hooters Stadium in Hammond, Indiana. There's a Hooters in Portage. There's a Hooters in Maryville. There's a Hooters in Cherryville. Is there one in Hammond? I don't think there is. Justin, Sam Antonacci, Teal, and Montgomery. Really cool people. Sox Fest was awesome. Pablo, do you know there used to be a bar in Chicago that had a curling area in the outdoor patio? What? Phenomenal. Becky, feeling romantic, decorated for Valentine's Day yesterday. Wondering if Clyde has been shopping on eBay. Angelo, the Greek basketball club. Oh, boy. Panathinaikos in Athens has a better chance of getting Giannis than the Bulls do. We'll see. Brett's ecstatic for the Cubs season. Guff, did you see the latest MJ interview with Tirico? Talked about playing at MSG and how he has total focus once the game starts. These players can really learn from these interview segments. I love them. I absolutely love them. Fun fact about Sam Antonacci, went to community college I currently work at. Nice kid. Springfield, Illinois grad or native. Justin wants to know, does Brett look like Cap with hair? I mean, yeah, it's his son. The only time I would be excited for the Bears or Bulls is if they have a change in ownership. You can change everything, still have the same results. You got to look at the top. That's fair. Sichuan, Mrs. Guff speaking my native tongue was not on my bingo card. Super cool. She'll know all about Sichuanese and its dialect penchant for spicy food. Love it. Dude, she lived in China probably for the duration of 3 years. A different 6 months here, a year there. Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm way behind in the chat. Everybody's going, get some water. The Indiana Bears, what would they call them that? No, they would call them the Chicago Bears. Chicago Land Bears. Here, I'm going to skip ahead here. Everybody's going. Eric says, I honestly don't believe the Bears will go to Indiana because Arlington Heights makes the most sense. Maybe. The deal Indiana is giving them is great. That's why, and they're not waiting on Illinois anymore. You know you're bad when Anthony Davis just got traded to the Wizards. Yeah, as I said. I would assume who likes the Lakers to play with LeBron, says Brett. Trey Hendrickson says, Mo Wallace. Free agent pickup for Bears, Max Crosby. Too expensive of a pickup. I like them both. Go subscribe, please. Which, if you're not a subscriber of this channel, do that. We just need to find that first render on the lakefront to come to light. Neither Indiana or Arlington Heights is a go. I mean, Arlington Heights has a render. They're just sitting on their hands. It's a political battle. Let's take a jump down here. What's up, Angel? Or Angel? Angel. What's up, Guff? Hoping the Bulls make some smart moves. Does the AD trade come with life supply of Band-Aids? Bulls got to get this rebuild right. We can ill afford another. Oh my God, we can't. We can't. Robert says clean house, then rebuild. How come he won't approve a 2% hotel tax to keep them? It's $2 per $100 night. $136 night is now $138.72 for tourists. I'll pay $3 extra a night for the Bears. Sichuan says, hey, Lip, which college basketball team or baseball team are you most excited to watch? I'll at least be tuning into UCLA games to watch the Rock Cholowski show. Let's get to some of our other things here. Curling in Chicago is like bobsledding in America or in Jamaica. Tomorrow's movie quotes are going to be from Rush Hour. Landon, my guy. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Will Indiana's offer spur Illinois to keep the Bears? It might. That's why they're doing this. Dog of the Day, in conjunction and partnership with Pause for Patrick, who have helped over 30,000 adolescents facing mental health challenges since 2020. Your Dog of the Day can be featured by sending an email to recapoffice@gmail.com. Theo, I love Theo. One of my favorites because he loves that lamb chop chasing rabbits. Every dog's a therapy dog. What they're trying to do at Pause for Patrick is get these dogs into these facilities full time rather than 1 hour a week, 1 day a week. It's a pandemic. What's going on with the mental health crisis for adolescents? These programs are at capacity and are full. And what Pause for Patrick's trying to do is get therapy dogs in there full time. You can help. Yes, you can play a role in Pause for Patrick's life-changing mission. You want to learn more about it, go to pauseforpatrick.org. Text REKAP 25 to 44321. Any donation helps. $2, $3, $5. Anything you can do to help this mission. You could donate on behalf of somebody you know, on behalf of the Recap, me, whatever you want. Very near and dear to my heart, and is a proud partner, charitable donation or charitable organization here on the Recap. Let's go to Bet of the Day. This one stung a little bit. This one stung because for the first time in almost a month, Miami of Ohio did not go over the 84.5 total. And it happens. They continue to be unbeaten. They get a 2-point win on the road. And you guys are going to laugh because I'm going back to the well again. Sam Houston State's the best team in the country against the number. They get a limping team coming in here tonight. Was it UTEP? What do they get? Sam Houston State gets UTEP tonight. Big favorites. You're laying 10.5. But Sam Houston State, they've won 6 straight. They've won 7 of 8. They're a cover machine. They are literally a cover machine. They have covered 6 straight, 8 out of their last 9, and they are 16-3 this year against the number. I'm going to lay the number. They're playing at home in a very favorable game that I know 10.5 is a lot. I like Sam Houston State here to lay the wood as we continue to pony up and get fat for Super Sunday. And we're going to have some gambling content here on the channel. We did our last Jim Shorts of the year. Jim Shorts, putting a bow on it. And then we had the Fat Jack give us kind of an everything you need to know of the Super Bowl. So that'll be out here later this week as we get close to Super Sunday. Nathan says Top Guff's taking a break today. Sad day. It is. We haven't had many of those in 2026. I'm loaded up here with all of my aviators, but I got to stay true to who I am. Stay true to who I am. And that is a loser. That's what happened. We did not cash, Nathan. So looking to get back at it tomorrow. CDM, Pritzker blocking Arlington Heights so when he runs for president, his opponent won't claim he caters to billionaires. True. Here's what's weird about that. He's a billionaire. So I think it's a little BS. And I think if he costs the politicalness of costing Illinois, the Chicago Bears, I don't think that's going to favor him regardless of what side you're on. I really don't. There's the recap office at gmail.com. Lip, you know what the Red Hawks, you know when the Red Hawks are due. The NHL plays cash last night. Let's go Sam Houston State. Might ladder it. So that's why Lip Ripper gives his play all the time. He always is handing out winners here. Hopefully they only potentially lose against Michigan. Hope they went out, but the conference is so tough. Honestly, I can see maybe 2 or 3 losses, but I'm wrong. Billionaire off of our taxes. It's hypocritical of Pritzker. That's what I'm saying. 2026 may be the year of the horse, but the way I see it, it's the year of the guff. Let's go. Hey. We get knocked off the horse, but we get back up and rally again. Hell yeah. Sam Houston. Whoa now, Guff. The state rep and senator for Arlington Heights need to also be on board, and the state rep is not moving fast enough. I know. This is a political. It's not one person. But this is why it's taken so long. Too many. But it is true. The cater to billionaires thing is a real thing. This is a bigger play for Pritzker who wants to run for president. Yeah. I like the under and the Wild Preds. I'm going to put that in my parlays tonight. Under and Wild Preds. Thanks, Lip. Thanks, Lip. There's the bet of the day. Sam Houston State laying 10.5. All right, don't forget, members. Katie and I, Q&A at 2 o'clock right here on the channel. It's an Ask Us Anything. That's right. Ask us anything. But I'm going to be, I'm like Daddy Bear in this deal. So you better come smart. Members only. If you want to become a member before then, you know how to do it. Harold wants to know, how can Indiana afford the Bears Stadium? They can't even fix I-65. That's fair. Harold, they're moving money around. They're throwing all the cards to make this happen. That's funny, though. I-65. Never not a mess. The old double negative. Lip Ripper, see you and Katie at 2 p.m. We will be here. Looking forward to seeing you. If you're not going to join us, no big deal. If you're a member and want to see it later, it'll be on the channel for you there as well. Hump Day. Cap is still in Mexico. While Katie and I continue to save this channel, we're here for you. No big deal. If the Bulls make a move, we'll be all over it. Joe Colley's ready for another podcast if and when we need to. 2 p.m. trade deadline tomorrow. We'll have something for you that recaps that. We will have a recap rush hour. That will be from Cap later today. And we'll have the recap of the Bulls game tomorrow. They play at 6:30, well after the trade deadline comes and goes. Katie and I will be with you at 2 o'clock. It's all brought to you by Hooters. OriginalHooters.com. Get your orders in now for wings and get that 20% coupon back if you get there before 3 p.m. on Super Sunday. Or order.hooters.com to get your order in for tonight maybe. You don't want to cook? No problem. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm Guff. We do it again tomorrow, 12:30. See you then. Take that.